Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle and today we are going to learn the phrase don't bother. So number one, waiting for inspiration. Don't bother because if you sit around waiting for inspiration, it's never going to happen. Keep yourself busy, do what you're doing, and you know what? Inspiration strikes when you least expect it. Number two is worrying about what people will say. There are 8.1 billion and counting people in this world. You really are going to try to please them? Are you really going to wonder what they're going to say about you? I mean, that's a lot of worrying. And that too, even if you worry for 24 hours the whole day, it's still not enough. So don't bother. The next one, always complaining. If you're going to keep complaining, you just are never going to find a solution because you're always complaining, which means you always have the negative energy, which means you're never going to be trying to think, what can we do different? Or what can I do different? Or how can I solve this problem? Because again, to every problem, there's always a solution. Find that solution, and only in the right space of mind will you find that solution. The next one is comparing yourself. Yes, comparing yourself is just like, why do we use the phrase don't compare apples with apples, or don't compare apples with oranges, whichever one, is because you cannot compare yourself to others, but what you can do is compare yourself to yourself, what you were back, say for example, what you were last year versus what you are this year, but in a positive way. How much have you grown? What have you done? What have you achieved? Try to remember the smallest to the biggest things in your life that you have achieved, because only you are the author of your life. Only you will remember that. Only you will be able to think about it and feel good about yourself, right? So do that. The other bit is making the same mistake twice. Have you heard of the saying, shame on me if you fool me once, shame on you if you fool me once, shame on me if you fool me twice? Oh, well, there you go. Don't make the same mistake twice. Make more new mistakes. What else? Expecting everything to go perfect. Not everything goes perfect. And if it does, that's great. But if it doesn't, it's fine. You learn. If everything is so perfect, there's no space to learn anything. There's no space for any critic, or there's no space. Like, it's not good that everything has to go really perfect, because then you put so much of pressure on yourself each and every single time, and that pressure just keeps building and building and building, and it's just way too much. What else? I would say lack of priorities, because why don't you have priorities in your life? If you say if somebody gives you 20 things to do in 2 hours, can you do all of them? No. Prioritize whichever is the most important and start doing those. Simple as that. What else? Oh, biggest thing, fear of failing. Oh gosh, this is something I think a lot of people struggle with, and a lot of people have this fear. I mean, I had this fear. Like, I was so scared to launch my channel, and I keep thinking, like, why? What's the worst that can happen? You fail? Well, you know what? You'll never know till you try. Try. Whatever makes you scared, probably it's a good thing, because you know what? It excites you. It also, maybe it's something that you've been wanting to do. You'll never know till you try. So if you don't try, that's called a failure. But if you try, and if you then fail, you can learn the lesson and keep trying again. That's how I think Thomas Edison invented the bulb, light, electricity, something he did. I know. I just have to remember that. But yeah, light bulb. My light bulb went off now. Yeah, but there you go. What else? I think the last one I would say is not living your life or living somebody else's life. Why would you? You are perfect the way you are. God has given you all of your talents, all of your looks, your hobbies, your everything you've got, you're unique. That's what makes you unique. And if everyone is going to be alike, what's the difference between you and a robot? Imagine if, whoa, actually, don't imagine if the whole world gets taken over by robots. But anyways, that was a bit of a scary thought. Just ignore me. But yeah, be yourself. It's okay to be different. It's okay to do things that other people don't want to do, or don't have interest in. It's okay. Like I said, 8.1 billion and counting people in the world. I'm sure you'll find your crowd. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also mention in the comments if you have any of these don't bother scenarios that we can all learn from. And I will see you in my next video. See you.